Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Gran Turismo Sport. Today we're going to be doing the Clio Cup, I think is how it's pronounced, or Clio. I don't fucking know. I already do have a car for it. I will be using the 2016 edition, mainly because it has when it's not I don't have any upgrades on it. I just tuned the engine. That's the only thing I did. Um, but normally they would both have 216 horsepower, but the 2016 edition is lighter, so I decided to use that because if it's lighter and it has the same amount of horsepower, it'll go faster and have better acceleration. Not necessarily go faster, but it will have better acceleration. Um, this is the second time I tried recording this. It should hopefully work this time. For some reason, I got just massive frame drops. So we're just gonna be going through them again. First time, I didn't lose any races. I'm sure I'm not gonna lose any this time, unless I do something extremely stupid. But it's nice because now I have a little practice. Because when I did this race last time, I kept hitting walls and stuff. I was going way too quick for this track. But I also haven't played the game in almost a whole month since the last video. I did do a lot of what do you call it? I just did a lot of playing the game normally and buying other cars since that last video. I got the Trans Am, the Smokey and the Bandit Edition Trans Am, which was pretty recently added to the game. I'm going off the track a little there. It's okay though. I got the 1970 Dodge Challenger. Got the Dodge Charger. I got my Shelby Cobra. I got a Jaguar E-Type. Those I'm just listing the ones that I remember that I myself bought. I did win a bunch of them though. I want to race somewhat clean. Third lap, already up in the front. I don't remember what track it was, but one of the tracks, it was a 2-lap race, and I passed all 8 people on the first lap. Actually, it would be 7 people because I would be the 8th person. So I passed 7 people 1 lap, and I was like, yeah, boy. Going fast. This is actually the track. There was one challenge thing that you have to do where you have to pass this car that's a lap ahead of you. He starts a full lap ahead of you and you have to pass him. You have to lap him. And once you lap him, then the timer stops. And I had a hell of a time doing that one. But I did eventually get it, and when I got it, I destroyed the living shit out of him. Like, it was, like, I think 10 or 12 seconds ahead, which is a lot. Like, as far as racing and doing a track where you have to lap someone. And one thing that I did find out, which, yes, I'm still under, I think it's professional or hardcore, one of those two. And when you do that, it makes the challengers more difficult, as in the time is changed. Like, you have the same thing to do, but the times are like, you get a much smaller window amount of time to do what needs to be done. But some of them are just ridiculously difficult. But there's only one that I got a silver trophy on. The rest of them are gold, except for the ones I didn't do yet. And I think there's only like 4 left to do, which is actually quite nice. Okay, on to the next race. Okay. On our second race, I believe this might have been the one where I passed everyone in 1 lap. Might not be. Dude, you gotta fucking actually move. I do like the first person. Let me actually... Because I should have done this earlier when I was actually using the vehicle. Cockpit view. Oh, fuck, why does it do that sometimes? Okay. They have it set for, like, short people. No one... Only... Not to offend short people, but... That, I don't know, I'm used to sitting up high because I am, like, 6 foot fucking tall. Not... But they have it, like, ridiculously low. Get out of me way. I'm doing the console hoarder method of driving. God, this thing doesn't have much acceleration. And that can't be... Oh, no, it's definitely not. I was gonna say, that can't be 150 miles an hour. It's fucking kilometers. Fucking kilometers. Get out of my way. Go. There's some areas on this map that this car just cannot shift. Like, that gear right there, it shifted fucking quick. That one, not so much. I did leave off the gas a little bit, though, so... And that turn, I fuck it up every time. I don't know why I'm doing voices. I'm trying not to. Gonna pop around them. If I can without going off this fucking road. I'm too quick of a driver. I don't like braking. Putting on the brakes is boring. That's where the fun stops, literally and figuratively. Go. I think I might be the only one here with a 2016 version. Okay, it's just that red bastard up there. We'll get him. Because he's going to slow down like a bitch early on this turn. Or I'm going to speed through it like an idiot. Fucking go! This has to be a 4-cylinder. Go! I get impatient. I'm the person who's like, if you're not driving something with over 600 horsepower, it's fucking boring. Actually, that's a lie. This is just too little of horsepower. That's the problem. This is probably, it feels like it's probably about 100, maybe 120. But I know it's not. But it feels like 120. Because it's actually, what, 230, I think? But it's just, it doesn't go when you hit the gas. It doesn't throw you in your seat at all. thing that it does do very well, I might add, is understeer. It's pretty good at understeering, I'll give it that. And that was sarcasm, by the way. Because there's people I know out there who don't know sarcasm. Well, I'm going to change it up a little. Go third person. Third person looks kind of... I don't know, third person in this game looks a little odd to me. That's why I don't really use it all that much. So you gotta let off the brakes a little bit so you can steer again. But the brakes on this are pretty bad. I know there's obviously some human error going on here, like I'm braking late, but it's... the brakes just aren't good. Right here, it's the end of the race. I do kind of like that little wheeze that it has. But this, I don't think this has a turbo on it. So it must not be that. It must be, it sounds like just no oil in it and you're grinding everything up. Okay, on to the next one. Race 3. Just as a little heads up, it's nothing bad. I already have tomorrow and Wednesday's videos ready. Tomorrow is going to be obviously Testing Tuesday. I had a video ready for a little while, so I decided might as well edit it and put it up, because I don't like having a big stockpile of footage that I don't know when it's going to be put out, so I just decided, hey, let's do it now. It's testing the Bravado Buffalo S, and Wednesday, why don't I Wednesday is my summer car. Already edited, everything is ready for those, so those are definitely coming out Tuesday and Wednesday. My only thing is I don't know if this is coming out Monday. That's the problem. Because with the amount of time that it takes to edit and process and upload... Oh, this is that track. Okay. I didn't know it was this track. It's just going the opposite direction of what it normally does. Cool. This is actually one of my favorite tracks if you're going the other direction. This direction I'm not too fond of. However, you can go, like, and cheat around these turns a little bit. Not in the way that I just did, but you can. I didn't mean to do it that way. Da 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 da. Oh, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it, honestly. For those of you who have been following my channel since the beginning, obviously remember that my channel used to be called Music Hoarder, but since then I changed my name to Console Hoarder. Make a little more sense, because I started doing like lyric videos and stuff like that. No, I did not ever sing. I did think about doing like Rocksmith videos, but I don't think I'm good enough to comfortably do that yet. But if I would do it, I would definitely do bass, because I have a fucking problem using like regular 6-string guitars. There's something that I think my fingers are just too fucking fat. But I know there's people out there who play guitars like, first person that comes to mind, if you, I doubt any of you guys will know him, Randy Bachman, who played in Bachman Turner Overdrive, and he came up with the, what do you call it? I don't remember what you call it, but he came up for, like, the guitar playing, like, the intro for American Woman from the Guess Who. You ain't getting in front of me. But yeah, he's a bigger guy, and he has big fingers, and I don't know how the fuck he does it. My fingers just, I mean, he has been doing it for a while. I don't know. I like bass more anyway. It feels better to me. And the one that I actually have, I didn't build it, but I did refinish it. And honestly, I'd like to refinish it again in a different way, because what I wanted to do was a fade on the entire guitar, but it's not a fade. I did more of like a racing stripe that kind of went with the frets. Come on, go. Wake me up before you go. Okay. Okay. I feel like we're doing pretty good when I actually focus. My problem is, like, talking about, like, I don't know, I try to talk about interesting things on these games because there's nothing really else to do other than to drive. And this is like leisurely driving, honestly, through most of it. Okay. On to race 4. This race, I know for sure, this is like the simplest. It's literally like, I don't remember what the name of the track actually is, but it's like a mini Daytona track. Get out of my way. We playing dirty today, boys. I really don't get why it has like the wheeze of a turbo, but it doesn't have a turbo. I'm like 90% sure that this car doesn't have a turbo, because I didn't do any modifications to it other than tuning it. I literally just changed the engine, like the power you can get out of the stock engine. I just put it all the way up, and I put the weight of the vehicle all the way down. Which, now that I think of it, that might have something to do with the understeer. Huh. Oopsie. That doesn't matter. It's definitely drivable. Honestly, this car feels pretty good, but not as good as the Ford Focus. The Ford Focus was, it's like my favorite front-wheel drive car. But I still wish they had the RS. Lap 5. I believe lap 6 last time I was... That's some reason I was like, I should actually be racing instead of just, like, driving. Like, there's a difference between driving and racing. Racing, you're going as fast as you possibly can. Driving, you're just holding R2 and going. Like going with the flow. There's no incentive to pass people. Get out of my way. Get past this little bitch up here. I just realized this car is the same colors as his flag. Yeah, I had to let off the gas there. I was going about so fast I was about to hit the wall. Well, not that fast, but I was going quick enough that I couldn't turn back in. This one goes pretty quick. It's not difficult by any means. Oh, we might lap that green car. Little baby Hulk up there. Gotta let it gas. I had to hit the brakes there. I hope I can lap that car. That would be cool, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'd have to get close enough to draft off of them to really catch up, and this is the last turn right here. And across the line. Okay, on to the last race. I just looked, and we actually are the only 2016 Clio. Solo. I don't fucking know. I feel like an idiot when I don't know how words pronounced, and even more of an idiot when I don't bother to look it up. I'd like to go on the inside of this guy, but I don't think he's gonna let me. I pulled away from him fucking quick. Get on his other side. Brake hard. Hard enough that I can use them as a brake. Bob it over here. Cut the corners where you can. Yeah, a lot of the stuff when I did like the licenses and stuff, I already knew. Like, I feel like I didn't learn much about racing from the games. I just knew how to do it. Like, from the older Gran Turismo games, I would have the racing line on, and that's just how I learned. I would follow the line and figure out myself how to cut corners, how to get correct lines. I know I don't always follow that. I kind of go where I want to go. I kind of make up my own rules while doing these. Oops, clipped this corner. I didn't really mean to do that. Oh well. I gave him a little speed boost. Look at the body roll. Some of those cars are fucking, like, pushing the people to the side. Don't hit me. I'll hit you. You don't hit me. Okay, we're in the front. Now we can go back to leisurely driving. Not really, but we'll try. One of the things that I do a lot is, you see, like, these red bumps? The second I see the set of red bumps on the other side, like where you're supposed to hit the apex, the second I see those in the screen, I floor it again. Like right now, hitting the brakes a little, speeding up a little. But if you see the ones like on the left side there, just keep flooring it. Like there's none right there, and now there is. You can see the understeer, like, just from the video, like me turning all the way right. Like right there. You see what I meant by once you see it, you hit the gas again? I don't know if I'm explaining it good or not. Got one more lap. As of right now. Yeah, I do keep the thing on to tell me when to brake because I don't have the. Normally, I would use the racing line to know when to brake. That's the only thing I really used it for anymore. But it looks stupid and it's annoying. Um, but a lot of times I really don't even look at that brake thing or even notice it. Gotta brake hard for that turn. I do enjoy turns like this where you hit the apex and you hit the other one, like the slalom type ones. And that is the last lap right there, I think. Yep. We beat it again. I wonder if we'll get another car. I guess I'll show you the car that I won from this the last time I beat it, in case you were wondering. Let's go back here. I'm actually curious. I think we're doing FR challenge next time, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, we're doing the FR challenge, which is front engine, rear wheel drive. I'm not. What could I could use the Dodge Challenger for that, I think. I don't know what the restrictions are on it. Let's actually look while we're here. The only real restriction here is the max power. So I don't really know what I would use for that. Because I want to save, like, my favorite cars. Like, I could use the Dodge Challenger on that one, but I could also probably use it on one of the endurance races, and I would rather use a vehicle I like for a longer amount of time, if that makes any sense, than use it just that one short time. I want to go look. I want to show you the car that I won the last time I did it. It's probably going to be near the bottom, right there. This is the vehicle that I won last time. I have not used it yet. It's kind of odd. I now have the Toyota Supra. The vehicles that I bought since the last episode was the Supra, the Jaguar E-Type, the Challenger, two Beetles, the Charger, the Datsun 240Z, the Viper, my Shelby Cobra, Trans Am. One thing that I would like to point out on the Trans Am that people don't think about a lot, actually it'd be easier to show you at the at the dealership, because there's people out there who think that one Trans Am is like, okay, I'll explain it when I get there. Da, 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 da. Okay, we're at the Trans Am. I'm clicking it as if I'm gonna buy it. Now there's people out there who will see this version of the Trans Am. It'll be easier if I click that one so it won't be driving around. There's some people out there who say that this is the Smokey and the Bandit version of the Trans Am, which it is in fact not. The one that is the version, the Smokey and the Bandit version, is this one, where it has the pinstripes that go around it and up around the windows and the front. And I wish I could get this to spin faster. No, I can't. The most obvious marking that you can tell is around the front of the headlights, the inside part. If it speeds up here in 400 fucking years, right there. If you look inside the headlight mounts, you can see that there's gold all the way around on the inside, and that's what really gives it off. Like, there's a huge difference from that and that. Just that pinstriping is so obvious. I just thought I'd show you that. I don't know why. But that car has just recently been added to the game. And it's actually quite nice to have it in here. I do wish that there were more American cars than what there are. Like, I'm not a huge Chevy or Ford fan. I do like some of their cars. And a lot of the ones that I like aren't even fucking on here. Like, I like the older Camaros. I don't like this one. I wish they had the first generation Corvette, which I believe they do, but under a different name for some reason. I think it's this one, maybe? No, it is not. Like, that's American, that's Chevy. Why is it not in the Chevy thing? That's a Mustang. Why is it not in the Mustang thing? I thought that they had the first gen Corvette in here, but I guess they don't. Well, I'm probably going to be ending the video there then, since we did all that we needed to do in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.